My wife's business trip got extended. Too bad her company just posted photos of everyone back at the office this morning. I'm sitting in my garage workshop at 11 p.m., staring at the company's Facebook page on my phone. There's Samantha's entire marketing team, smiling and holding coffee cups in their conference room. The timestamp reads 9:15 a.m. today. The caption says, "Great to have everyone back from the Atlanta conference." Everyone except my wife, apparently. My name is Eliot Marsh, but everyone calls me Eli. I run a small construction crew here in Millbrook, Maine. Nothing fancy, just honest work fixing roofs and building decks for folks who can't afford the big companies. I'm good with my hands, better with details, and I've got a memory like a steel trap. That last part is about to become very important. The text from Sam came 3 hours ago. "Hey, honey, trip got extended another day. Client wants more revisions. Love you." I screenshot the company's post and Sam's text message. Side by side, they tell an interesting story. My phone buzzes. Another text from Sam. "Miss you so much. This hotel room is so lonely." I walk to our bedroom and open Sam's dresser. Her black cocktail dress is missing. The one she bought last month and claimed was for special occasions. Apparently, a Tuesday night business trip qualifies. Through the bedroom window, I spot Mrs. Greeley watering her garden next door. She's 83 and knows everything that happens on Maple Street. I step outside. "Evening, Mrs. Greeley." She looks up, adjusting her thick glasses. "Oh, hello, Eli. Working late again?" "Always something to fix. Hey, did you happen to see Sam leave yesterday? I thought I heard her car around 10 p.m., but she said her flight was early morning." Mrs. Greeley's eyes light up. She loves a good mystery. "Well, now that you mention it, I did see her rushing out around 10:30. She was wearing that pretty black dress and carrying a small suitcase. Seemed awfully dressed up for a business trip." "Huh. Must have been meeting clients for dinner first." "Must have been," she agrees, but her tone suggests she's thinking the same thing I am. Back in the garage, I open the Find My Phone app. Sam and I share locations. Her idea, actually. She said it made her feel safer when she traveled. The little blue dot showing her location isn't at any hotel near the Atlanta airport. It's at the Riverside Inn, a cheap motor lodge 20 minutes from our house. I've driven past that place 1,000 times. It's where people go when they don't want to be seen. The kind of place that rents rooms by the hour and doesn't ask questions. My phone buzzes again. This time, it's a photo from Sam. A blurry shot of what looks like a hotel room. Ugh, such an ugly room. Can't wait to be home tomorrow. I zoom in on the photo. The bedspread is floral, pink, and green. I've seen that exact pattern before, but not in any business hotel. I saw it 2 months ago when I fixed the plumbing at the Riverside Inn. Before we dive deeper into this story, I have one small request. Please subscribe, drop a like, comment, and hit that hype button to boost this channel so more people can discover these incredible Reddit stories. I take screenshots of everything: the company post, Sam's texts, her location, the photo. Then I do something Sam doesn't know I can do. My cousin Tony works in IT and taught me a few tricks about recovering deleted data. I connect Sam's old phone, the one she thinks is broken, to my laptop. 20 minutes later, I'm reading 3 months of deleted text messages. The name that appears most often is Lucas Grant. I know Lucas. He's a regional sales manager for a medical supply company. We met him and his wife at a barbecue last summer. Nice guy, I thought. Funny how wrong you can be. The messages start innocent enough. Work stuff, shared complaints about boring meetings. Then they get friendlier. Then they get very friendly. By last month, they're planning business trips and client meetings that have nothing to do with business or clients. But here's the thing that really gets me. Sam's best friend Paige is helping. There are messages between Sam and Paige about alibis, about covering for each other, about how Eli will never figure it out because he's too busy with his little construction projects. My little construction projects. That's what she calls the work that pays for her car, her clothes, and apparently her affair. I sit back in my workshop chair, surrounded by the tools I've collected over 15 years of marriage. Each one has a story, a job, a purpose. I built this life with these hands, board by board, nail by nail. Sam thinks I'm stupid. Lucas thinks I'm invisible. Paige thinks I'm too busy to notice. They're about to learn how wrong they are. I close the laptop and walk back to the house. In the kitchen, I pour myself a glass of whiskey and sit at the table where Sam and I eat breakfast every morning, where we used to talk about our days, our dreams, our future together. My phone buzzes. Another text from Sam. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. I have so much to tell you about the trip. I'm sure she does. I type back, can't wait either. I have some things to tell you too. Then I turn off the lights and wait. Sam's car pulls into our driveway at 10:47 p.m. the next night. I'm sitting at the kitchen table in the dark, watching through the window. She sits in the car for 5 minutes before getting out, probably texting Lucas or Paige or both. When she finally comes through the front door, I flip on the lights. Welcome home, honey. How was Atlanta? She jumps, dropping her purse. Eli, you scared me. Why are you sitting in the dark? Just thinking. You know how I get when I'm working on a problem. I gesture to the chair across from me. Sit down. I want to hear all about your trip. Sam's smile falters for just a second, but she recovers. She's always been good at that. Let me just get changed first. I'm exhausted. Actually, let's talk now. I've been waiting all day. She sits down slowly, her eyes scanning the table. I haven't put the evidence out yet. I'm not that kind of man. When I build something, I start with a solid foundation. So tell me about the client revisions that kept you an extra day. Oh, you know how it is. They wanted to change everything at the last minute. We were in meetings until almost midnight. That must have been frustrating, especially since your whole team was back in the office by 9 this morning. The color drains from her face. What do you mean? I slide my phone across the table, showing her the company's Facebook post. Your team posted this photo 12 hours ago. Everyone's back from Atlanta, Sam. Everyone except you. She stares at the phone for a long moment. When she looks up, her expression has changed. The loving wife mask is slipping. I can explain. I'm listening. I stayed behind to meet with a potential client, a big account. I didn't want to mention it in case it fell through. What's the client's name? What? The client. What company? She hesitates. Medcore Solutions. Interesting. Lucas Grant works for Medcore Solutions. And where did you meet with them? At their offices. In Atlanta? Yes. But your phone says you're 20 minutes from here, at the Riverside Inn. The silence stretches between us like a taut wire. Sam's hands are shaking now. You're tracking me? We share locations, remember? Your idea. She grabs for the phone, but I'm faster. Give me that. Why? If you were really in Atlanta, the location would prove it. This is crazy, Eli. You're being paranoid. Am I? Then explain this. I show her the screenshot of her location at the Riverside Inn. Her face goes white. That must be a mistake. GPS gets confused sometimes. For 2 days straight? She stands up abruptly. I don't have to sit here and be interrogated like some criminal. I'm your wife. Are you? Because my wife wouldn't lie to me about where she's been. My wife wouldn't sneak out of the house at 10:30 at night wearing a cocktail dress for a business trip. How did you? Mrs. Greeley saw you leave. She mentioned how dressed up you were. Funny thing for a morning flight, don't you think? Sam's composure finally cracks. You've been spying on me, talking to the neighbors, checking my phone, tracking my location. What kind of husband does that? The kind whose wife has been lying to him for months. She freezes. Months? I recovered your deleted messages, Sam. All of them. The kitchen falls silent except for the hum of the refrigerator. Sam sinks back into her chair, her hands covering her face. Eli, please, let me explain. I'm still listening. It's not what you think. Then tell me what it is. She takes a shaky breath. Lucas and we're friends, good friends, but nothing happened. I swear nothing happened. I pull out my laptop and open it. The screen shows a text message from Sam to Lucas. Can't wait to feel your hands on me again. Tomorrow can't come fast enough. Sam stares at the screen, her mouth open. That's from last week, I say quietly. Want to see more? Where did you get these? Your old phone, the one you said was broken. Turns out it just needed the right touch. I scroll to another message. Eli's working late again. Come over around 9. Park behind the grocery store and walk through the backyard. You brought him here? To our house? Sam's crying now, but they're angry tears, not sorry ones. You had no right to go through my private messages. Private? You're my wife. We're supposed to share everything, remember? For better or worse, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others. Don't quote our wedding vows at me. Why not? You seem to have forgotten them. She wipes her eyes, smearing her makeup. You want to know the truth? Fine. Yes, I'm seeing Lucas. Yes, we've been together. And yes, I lied about the business trip. But can you blame me? Blame you for what? For wanting something more than this. She gestures around the kitchen. More than coming home every night to talk about construction jobs and neighborhood gossip. More than planning our whole life around your next project. This life we built together, this house, this neighborhood, these friends. Your friends, Eli. Your projects. Your life. I just live in it. So you decided to start living in Lucas's life instead? At least he appreciates me. At least he makes me feel special. And Paige? Does she make you feel special too? Sam's eyes narrow. What about Paige? She's been helping you, hasn't she? Covering for you, providing alibis, your partner in crime. She's my friend. She's an accomplice. Sam stands up again, this time with more confidence. You know what? I'm glad you found out. I'm tired of sneaking around, tired of pretending everything's fine. Maybe this is exactly what we needed. What we needed? A wake-up call. A chance to be honest about how broken this marriage really is. I close the laptop and look at my wife. Really look at her. The woman I married 16 years ago, the woman I built this life for, the woman who just told me our marriage is broken because I'm not exciting enough. You're right about one thing, Sam. We do need to be honest. Good. So what happens now? I stand up and walk to the kitchen counter, where I pour another glass of whiskey. Now you're going to find out exactly what kind of man you married. What's that supposed to mean? I turn back to her, and for the first time tonight, I smile. It means your trip isn't over yet, honey. It's just getting started. The next morning, I'm at Murphy's bar by 7 a.m. Sharon Murphy has owned this place for 20 years, and she knows everyone in Millbrook. More importantly, everyone tells her everything. Little early for whiskey, isn't it, Eli? Sharon's wiping down glasses behind the bar, getting ready for the lunch crowd. Coffee's fine. I need to talk. She pours me a mug and leans against the bar. Sharon's 65 with silver hair and sharp eyes that miss nothing. Trouble at home? How'd you guess? You've got that look. Same one Tommy Patterson had when he caught his wife with the mailman. Sam's having an affair. Sharon doesn't look surprised. Lucas Grant? I nearly choke on my coffee. You know? Honey, they've been meeting at the Riverside Inn for 2 months. Half the town knows. We were just waiting for you to figure it out. Why didn't anyone tell me? Would you have believed it? Besides, some things a man needs to discover for himself. She's right. If someone had told me 3 days ago that Sam was cheating, I would have laughed. What are you going to do about it? I'm still working that out. Well, whatever you decide, you've got friends here. Lucas Grant thinks he's hot stuff, but he's just another cheating husband. And Sam... She pauses. I always thought she was too good for her own good, if you know what I mean. I know exactly what she means. My phone buzzes. A text from Sam. We need to talk when you get home. I've made some decisions. I show Sharon the message. She snorts. She's made decisions? That's rich. I should get going. Eli. Sharon puts her hand on my arm. Whatever you're planning, be smart about it. Don't let anger make you stupid. I drive home thinking about what Sharon said, about being smart, not stupid, about building something that will last. In my garage workshop, I call my cousin Tony. He's a computer specialist for a security company in Portland. Hey, cuz, what's up? I need a favor, a technical favor. What kind of technical? The kind where you don't ask too many questions. Tony's quiet for a moment. This about Sam? You know too? I heard rumors. What do you need? Can you set up some kind of recording system? Something small, something Sam won't notice? Audio or video? Audio's enough. I just need proof of what she's really planning. How many rooms? Kitchen, living room, maybe the bedroom? Give me 2 hours. I'll come by when Sam's at work. After Tony hangs up, I sit in my workshop and think. Sam said she's made decisions. I have a feeling those decisions don't involve working on our marriage. My phone rings. It's Mick Rodriguez, my foreman and best friend for the past 10 years. Hey boss, we still on for the Henderson job today? Actually, I need to take a personal day. Can you handle the crew? Sure thing. Everything okay? Just some home repairs that need attention. Mick laughs. Let me know if you need an extra pair of hands. I'm good with demolition. I'll keep that in mind. At noon, Tony shows up with a toolbox and a serious expression. You sure about this, Eli? I'm sure. Because once you start down this road, there's no going back. I crossed that line the moment I found those text messages. Tony nods and gets to work. He installs tiny wireless microphones in 3 rooms, all connected to a recording app on my phone. The devices are smaller than quarters and completely invisible once installed. They'll pick up everything within 20 feet, Tony explains. Battery life is about a week, and they automatically upload to a secure cloud server. Even if Sam finds them and destroys them, you'll still have the recordings. What about legal issues? It's your house, right? Both your names on the deed? Right. Then you're recording conversations in your own home, perfectly legal in Maine. After Tony leaves, I test the system. Every word comes through crystal clear. Sam arrives home at 5:30, same as always. She walks into the kitchen where I'm making dinner, also same as always. We need to talk, she says. About what? About us. About what happens next. I turn off the stove and face her. I'm listening. I've been thinking about what you said last night, about being honest. And? And I think we should separate. There it is. The decision she made. For how long? I don't know. Maybe permanently. I see. And where would you go? I'll figure something out. Maybe stay with Paige for a while. Or with Lucas. Her cheeks flush. This isn't about Lucas, isn't it? This is about us, Eli. About how we've grown apart. About how different we've become. Different how? You're content with this small life. This small town, these small dreams. I want more. More what? More everything. More excitement, more adventure, more passion. And you think Lucas can give you that? I think Lucas understands me in ways you never have. I nod slowly. When do you want to move out? This weekend. I'll pack my things Saturday morning. That's fine. Take whatever you need. Sam looks surprised. You're not going to fight this? Would it change your mind? No. Then what's the point? She stares at me for a long moment. I thought you'd be more upset. I'm upset, Sam. I'm just not surprised. What does that mean? It means I've been watching you check out of this marriage for months. I just didn't want to admit it. So you're okay with this? I'm okay with you being honest. Finally. That night, after Sam goes to bed, I sit in my workshop and listen to the recording of our conversation. Her voice is clear, her words are definitive. She wants out of the marriage, She wants to be with Lucas, and she's planning to move out this weekend. But there's something else in her tone, something that bothers me. She sounds too confident, too sure of herself, like she's not just leaving me, she's leaving me for something better. I think about what Sharon said. Some things a man needs to discover for himself. I have a feeling I'm about to discover a lot more than I bargained for. Friday morning, I'm installing new gutters on the Henderson house when my phone buzzes. It's a text from an unknown number. "This is Heather from Sam's office. Can we meet? I have information you need to hear." Heather Collins works in HR with Sam. I've met her a few times at office parties. Quiet woman, keeps to herself, always seemed a little jealous of Sam's confidence and popularity. I text back, "When and where?" "Lunch, Murphy's Bar. Come alone." At noon, I find Heather sitting in a back booth, nervously shredding a napkin. She looks up when I approach, her eyes darting around the room. "Thanks for coming," she says as I sit down. "What's this about?" "About Sam, about what she's really planning." Sharon brings me a coffee and gives Heather a refill. "You two need menus?" "Just coffee," I say. After Sharon leaves, Heather leans forward. "I probably shouldn't be here." "But you are." "Sam thinks I don't know what's going on, but I see everything. I process all the HR paperwork, all the expense reports, all the time-off requests." "And?" "Sam hasn't been on any business trips. Not to Atlanta, not anywhere. She's been using vacation days and sick days, but reporting them as business travel." "Why are you telling me this?" Heather's face hardens. "Because I'm tired of watching her get away with everything. Do you know she got a promotion last month? My promotion. I've been at that company 3 years longer than her. But Sam gets the corner office and the raise because everyone thinks she's so dedicated, working all those extra hours, taking all those client meetings. But she wasn't working extra hours. She was meeting Lucas. Sometimes at the Riverside Inn, sometimes at his apartment, sometimes at that new hotel by the highway. And Paige has been covering for her, providing fake alibis, even creating fake client emails to back up Sam's stories. My coffee suddenly tastes bitter. Fake client emails? Paige works for a marketing company. She's good with graphics, web design, that kind of thing. She created fake email accounts, fake company letterheads, even fake meeting confirmations. Sam would show these to our boss to justify her time off. That's fraud. That's not all. Heather pulls out her phone and shows me a screenshot. This is from Sam's computer. She left it open yesterday when she went to lunch. The screenshot shows an email draft from Sam to someone named David Chen, a divorce attorney in Portland. The subject line reads, "Consultation, domestic abuse case." My hands clench around the coffee mug. Domestic abuse? Keep reading. The email details Sam's plan to claim I've been emotionally and financially abusive. She wants to know how much evidence she needs to file for divorce and get everything she deserves. The draft mentions my controlling behavior, my financial manipulation, and my threats of violence. None of it is true, not one word. "There's more," Heather says, scrolling to another screenshot. This is a text thread between Sam and Paige. The messages are from 2 days ago. Sam: "Talk to the lawyer. He says I need documented evidence of abuse." Paige: "What kind of evidence?" Sam: "Photos, recordings, witnesses. I'm thinking we stage something. Get Eli angry, record it, make it look threatening." Paige: "Are you sure about this?" Sam: "It's the only way to get everything. The house, his business, his savings. He's too stupid to see it coming." I set down the coffee mug before I break it. "When was this?" "Wednesday night, right after you confronted her about the fake business trip." "She's planning to frame me." It gets worse. Heather shows me one more screenshot. This is from this morning. The message is from Sam to Lucas. "Eli's taking it better than expected. Almost too easy. Moving out Saturday, then we put phase 2 into action. By Christmas, we'll have everything. Phase 2. Do you know what phase 2 is? Not exactly, but I heard Sam talking to Paige yesterday. Something about getting Eli to react, getting it on record, then claiming she had to leave because she feared for her safety. I lean back in the booth, my mind racing. Sam isn't just leaving me for another man. She's planning to destroy me in the process. Take my house, my business, my reputation, everything I've worked for. Why are you helping me? I ask Heather. Because Sam's getting away with fraud at work, fraud in her marriage, and now she's planning to commit fraud in court. Someone needs to stop her. What do you want in return? Nothing. Just, when this is over, when Sam's gone, remember that not everyone at her office was helping her. After Heather leaves, I sit in the bar and think. Sharon refills my coffee without being asked. Bad news? She asks. The worst. Want to talk about it? I look around the bar. It's mostly empty except for a few regulars watching the game on TV. These are good people, honest people who work hard and treat each other with respect. Sam's not just cheating on me, Sharon. She's planning to frame me for domestic abuse to get everything in the divorce. Sharon's expression darkens. That's a serious accusation. I have proof. Then you need to be very careful about your next moves. Very careful. I know. Do you? Because right now you're angry and angry men make mistakes. Sam's counting on you making mistakes. Sharon's right. Sam expects me to react emotionally, to give her the ammunition she needs. She thinks I'm just a simple construction worker who can be manipulated and discarded. She's about to learn how wrong she is. I finish my coffee and head home. It's time to start building something new, something Sam will never see coming, something that will last. Saturday morning arrives gray and drizzling, perfect weather for what's about to happen. Sam's packing her clothes in the bedroom while I drink coffee in the kitchen, listening through the wireless microphones as she talks on the phone. I'm almost done here, she tells Paige. Eli's being weird about it, though. Too calm. Maybe he's just accepting reality, Paige responds through the speaker. Or maybe he's planning something. You know how he gets when he's working on a project. All quiet and methodical. You're being paranoid. Am I? He installed some kind of security system last week. Cameras or something. My coffee mug freezes halfway to my lips. She noticed. Did you ask him about it? He said it was for insurance purposes, but the timing seems suspicious. Sam, you're overthinking this. Eli's not that smart. Wrong again, Paige. I hope you're right. Lucas is picking me up at noon. We're going to his place for the weekend, then I'll move in with you next week. What about phase 2? We'll start that Monday. I'm meeting with the lawyer Tuesday morning. I turn off the audio feed and walk to my workshop. Time to make some calls. First, I call Tony. I need those recordings backed up to multiple locations today. Already done. Cloud storage, external drives, the works. Why? Sam knows about the recording system. How? She's smarter than we gave her credit for. Want me to remove the equipment? Not yet. I have a feeling we're going to need it one more time. Next, I call Mick. Remember what you said about demolition? Yeah? I might take you up on that offer. When? Soon. I'll let you know. At 11:30, Sam comes downstairs with 2 suitcases and a garment bag. She's dressed nicely, like she's going on vacation instead of leaving her marriage. I think that's everything, she says, setting the bags by the front door. You sure? 16 years is a lot to pack in 2 suitcases. I'm just taking clothes and personal items. We can figure out the rest later. The rest meaning the house, my business, and my bank accounts? She stares at me. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Just wondering how we'll divide things up. We'll work it out. Like adults. Like adults who hire lawyers and make accusations? Her face goes pale. I don't know what you're talking about. Sure you do, Sam. You've been planning this for weeks. A car honks outside. Lucas, right on time. That's my ride, Sam says, grabbing her bags. Tell Lucas I said hello. She stops at the door. Eli, I want you to know this isn't about hurting you. Isn't it? It's about both of us being happy, really happy. I hope you find what you're looking for. She opens the door, then pauses. What are you going to do now? Now? Now I'm going to finish some projects I've been working on. After Sam leaves, I sit in my kitchen and listen to the silence. For the first time in months, the house feels peaceful. My phone buzzes. A text from Sam. Left my charger in the bedroom. Can I pick it up tomorrow? I text back. Door will be unlocked. I'll be at work. She's coming back. Perfect. Sunday morning, I drive to the job site but park where I can see my house. At 10 a.m., Sam's car pulls into the driveway. She's alone. I wait 15 minutes, then drive home. Sam's car is still there, but she's not in the bedroom. She's in my workshop, going through my desk drawers. Looking for something? I ask from the doorway. She spins around, her face flushed. My charger wasn't in the bedroom. So you decided to search my workshop? I thought maybe I left it out here. Your phone charger, in my workshop, where you never go. I was looking for an adapter. I walk to my desk and open the top drawer. Her charger is right there, exactly where I put it this morning. Here you go. She takes it without meeting my eyes. Thanks. Find anything else interesting while you were looking? What do you mean? I mean, you've been going through my papers, Sam. My business files, my bank statements, my insurance policies. I was just what? Doing research for your lawyer? The workshop falls silent, except for the rain pattering on the roof. I think you should leave, I say quietly. Eli, we need to talk about this. About what? About how you're planning to claim I abused you? About the fake evidence you and Paige are going to create? About phase 2? Her face goes white. How did you know about your plan? Same way I knew about Lucas. Same way I knew about the fake business trips. Same way I knew you'd come back here today to gather information for your lawyer. You've been recording me. In my own house, which is perfectly legal. Sam's hands are shaking now. You can't use those recordings in court. Can't I? They prove you committed fraud at work, fraud in our marriage, and now you're planning to commit fraud in divorce court. I think a judge would find them very interesting. No one will believe you. They'll believe the recordings. They'll believe Heather, who's willing to testify about your fake expense reports. They'll believe Mrs. Greeley, who saw you sneaking out to meet Lucas. They'll believe the GPS data showing you at the Riverside Inn when you claimed to be in Atlanta. Sam backs toward the workshop door. This isn't over. Yes, it is. Your plan failed, Sam. You underestimated me. We'll see about that. She turns and runs to her car. I watch through the window as she speeds away, her tires squealing on the wet pavement. My phone rings. It's Tony. Eli, you need to hear this. The microphones picked up a conversation in your workshop about 20 minutes ago. I was there for that conversation. Not that one. This was before you got home. Sam was on the phone with someone. Play it. Sam's voice comes through the speaker. He knows everything, Lucas. The recordings, the lawyer, all of it. Lucas responds, How is that possible? He's been recording us, in the house, probably in other places too. What do we do now? We stick to the plan. Phase 2 starts tonight. Are you sure about this? It's the only way, Lucas. We're too far in to back out now. The recording ends. Tony, I need you to call the police. Why? Because Sam and Lucas are about to do something stupid, and I want it on record that I called for help. What kind of stupid? I look around my workshop, at the tools and projects that represent my life's work, at the home I built with my own hands, the kind that's going to end very badly for them. The call comes at 2 a.m. Monday morning. I'm awake, sitting in my workshop, waiting. Mr. Marsh, this is Officer Patricia Wells with Millbrook Police. We have your wife in custody. What happened? She and a male companion were caught breaking into your house. They triggered your security system. The security system Tony installed yesterday while I was at work. Motion sensors, cameras, silent alarms, everything Sam didn't know about. Is she hurt? No, sir, but she's claiming you attacked her earlier today. She says she was trying to retrieve her belongings because she was afraid to face you. Officer, I have recordings of every conversation that took place in my house today. Sam was never attacked. She was caught going through my private papers without permission. We'd like to review those recordings. I'll be right there. At the police station, I sit across from Detective Mike Sullivan, a guy I went to high school with. He's listening to the audio recordings on headphones while Sam and Lucas wait in separate interview rooms. This is quite a story, Eli, Mike says, pulling off the headphones. It's all true. Every word. The recordings are pretty damning. Fraud, conspiracy, breaking and entering. But the domestic abuse allegations are serious too. Which is why I called Tony yesterday and asked him to contact you. I knew Sam was planning something, and I wanted it on record that I asked for police protection. Mike nods. Smart move. Tony's statement combined with these recordings pretty much destroys her credibility. What happens now? Now we sort out the mess. Sam's looking at multiple charges and Lucas isn't much better. Breaking into someone's house tends to complicate a person's life. And the divorce? That's civil court, not my department, but I'd say you're in a pretty strong position. 3 hours later, I'm back home as the sun comes up. My phone has 17 missed calls from Paige and 4 voicemails from Sam's lawyer, David Chen. I don't return any of them. Instead, I call Sharon at the bar. Little early, even for you, she says. Sam got arrested last night, breaking and entering. Jesus, what was she thinking? She was thinking I was too stupid to protect myself. When's the last time Sam was right about anything? Good point. You okay, Eli? I'm better than okay. I'm free. Tuesday morning, I'm back at work when Heather calls. Sam didn't come in today, she says. Her boss wants to know if she's taking sick leave or vacation time. Tell her boss to check with the Millbrook Police Department. Oh my, what happened? Sam's trip finally ended. What do you mean? I mean, she's learning what happens when you try to cheat someone who builds things for a living. We're pretty good at seeing structural problems before they cause a collapse. Wednesday, I get a call from David Chen, Sam's lawyer. Mr. Marsh, I represent your wife in the divorce proceedings. Not anymore, you don't. Excuse me? Sam can't afford you now. She's unemployed, facing criminal charges and living in a jail cell. I doubt she's a good credit risk. The domestic abuse allegations are contradicted by hours of audio recordings, police reports, and witness statements. If you pursue those false allegations, I'll file a countersuit for defamation and fraud. The line goes quiet. Mr. Chen, you still there? I'll need to review the case files. You do that. And when you're done, tell Sam I said checkout time was 3 days ago. Thursday evening, I'm at Murphy's bar celebrating the end of the Henderson job when Sam walks in. She looks terrible, no makeup, wrinkled clothes, dark circles under her eyes. The bar goes quiet as she approaches my table. We need to talk, she says. No, we don't. Please, Eli, 5 minutes. I look around the bar. Sharon's behind the counter, Mick's at the pool table, 6 other people I've known for years are watching this unfold. Sit down, I say. Sam takes the chair across from me, her hands shaking as she reaches for my beer. Don't, I warn. She pulls her hands back. I made mistakes, she begins. You made choices. I was confused, unhappy. You were greedy. That's not fair. Fair? I lean forward. You cheated on me for months. You lied to your employer. You conspired to frame me for domestic abuse. You broke into my house. And you think fairness is the issue here? I never meant for it to go this far. How far did you mean for it to go, Sam? Just the affair? Just the lies? Just the part where you tried to steal everything I've worked for? She starts crying. But they're not the manipulative tears from before. These are the tears of someone who finally understands the consequences of their actions. I lost my job, she whispers. I know. Lucas won't return my calls. Smart man. Paige says she can't help me anymore. Smarter woman. I have nowhere to go. That's not my problem. Sam looks around the bar, at all the faces staring at her. Everyone knows, don't they? It's a small town, Sam. Everyone always knew. She wipes her eyes with a napkin. What happens now? Now you figure out your own life. Without me, without Lucas, without Paige. Just you and the choices you made. And us? There is no us. There hasn't been for months. Sam stands up slowly. I'm sorry, Eli. For everything. I know you are. But sorry doesn't rebuild what you tore down. She walks toward the door, then stops and turns back. You won, didn't you? This was all some kind of game to you. I take a sip of my beer and look at her one last time. This was never a game, Sam. Games have rules. Games are fair. This was just you learning what happens when you try to demolish something that was built to last. She leaves without another word. Sharon brings me a fresh beer. On the house. Thanks. Feel good? I feel like I've finally finished a project that was way overdue. Mick comes over and sits down. So, what's next, boss? Next, we get back to work. We've got 3 new jobs starting Monday. I mean with Sam, the divorce, the legal stuff. That'll work itself out. Sam's got bigger problems than me now. Such as learning how to live with the consequences of her choices. Such as figuring out who she really is when she can't manipulate anyone anymore. Such as discovering what life looks like when your trip finally ends. I raise my beer to the bar, to Sharon and Mick, and all the honest people who work hard and treat each other right. Checkout time, Sam, I say quietly. Your trip is over. Outside, the rain has stopped, and the sun is setting behind the mountains. Tomorrow, I'll get up and go to work, building things that will last, surrounded by people who understand the value of honest labor and honest relationships. Sam will wake up in whatever cheap hotel she can afford, facing criminal charges, unemployment, and the wreckage of every relationship she destroyed with her lies. She wanted more excitement, more adventure, more passion. She got exactly what she asked for.